Guys done? See, range of x means what? It contains the integer values from 0 to x minus 1. 0 to x minus 1. That is, begin value 0, 0 to 4. 0 to 4. X minus 1 means what? 4. When the range is written with two arguments, okay? Range 1 comma 5 means what? 1 to n minus 1. X minus 1. That is 5 minus 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And range can also be written with three arguments, guys. These are the three ways we can write the range function. 1 comma 6 comma, let us say 1 comma 5 comma 2. Now it contains integers from x to y minus 1. See, x comma y comma z. You take it x comma y comma z. It contains the integer from x to y minus 1 with step difference z, with step difference z. I'll tell you what it is, what step difference is. See, example, range of 1 comma 5 comma 2, guys. 1 comma 5 comma 2. See, the step difference is the difference between any two consecutive values in the sequence. Obviously 1 to 5 means what? It holds the integer values from 1, 2, 3, 4. But the step difference is what? 2. Default step difference means what? 1. For these two, default step difference is 1. It means what? Difference between any two consecutive values is what? 2 minus 1, 1. 4 minus 3, 1. But here, the step difference is 2 in such a way that how many values it contains? 1 and 3. 1 and 3, that's all. 1 and 3. 3 minus 1, 4. 3 minus 1, 2, right? 2, right? No. That's what. 1 and 3. By the time sequence ends, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 only. In such a way that 1 and 3 is displayed. 1 and 3 is displayed. 1 and 3 is displayed. This is the difference sequence. I mean, this is step difference. Step difference is the difference between any two consecutive values in the sequence. See, but 1 to 5 means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But the step difference is 2 in such a way that how to display begin value is 1. 1 plus 2, 3. We just add that 2, guys. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. Does the 5 is included in the sequence? No, right? It would be n minus 1, 5 minus 1 till. So 3 plus 2, if it becomes 5. No, 5 is not a part of this range. That's why 1 and 3 only. 1 and 3 only. See here, range 1 comma 5 comma 2, right? See, 1 and 3 are not. That's clear now?
Yes.
Yeah, range can be written with 1 argument, 2 arguments, and 3 arguments as well. Now let me do this. See here, let me talk about for loop now. For loop now, because the for loop we use most of the time, for is written with the range only. For is written with the range only. Now here, for is another loop, which is an alternate loop for while loop. While for is a loop by using which we can execute block of statements repeatedly, guys. Fine. For is a loop by using which we can execute the block of statements repeatedly. Now the syntax for variable name in is an operator. In is a membership operator, guys. Membership operator. For I in sequence. This is the and here are the statements, guys. See, comments in Python are written. Comments are preceded by what? hash. Comment means what? Comments means what? Any comments generally, it describes the statement, right? It describes the statements. Any statement which is preceded by hash is known as a comment. Comment in Python. Comments will be ignored by the Python interpreter, guys. Comments will be ignored by Python interpreter. See, single line comments are preceded by hash, whereas multi-line comments are written in what? Written in what? Three single quotes. Three single quotes. Okay. Yes. For here, sequence is what? Range function, guys. Here, sequence is what? Range function. So let me discuss with the example. Now here, for any variable, guys. See, what does it mean? If the sequence contains 10 numbers, okay, 1 to 10, for the first iteration of this for loop, what is assigned to variable? 1. With that one, body of the for loop will be executed. For the second iteration, 2 is assigned to this variable because the sequence contains 1 to 10, right? So 10 times body of the for loop will be executed because the sequence holds 10 integer values or 10 values. The body of the for loop will be executed for 10 times. For each iteration, this variable is assigned with 1 value, 2 value, 3 value, 4 value, like that. 10 numbers will be assigned. With that number, this body of the for loop will be executed. See, guys, for I, any variable. Here, variable name I took what? I. In is a membership operator. In sequence is what? Range can be written, right? 1 comma 10 I am giving. 1 comma 10 means what? Is it comes under which category, guys? Second category, right? It's 2 arguments I am passing. It means what? It holds, it contains the integer from x to y minus 1. It means what? It holds the integer values from 1 to 10 minus 1, that is 9. 1 to 9 values it holds. See, now every time just give a space and write. So that this is how indentation, grouping of statements is done through indentation, right? Give a space and write. So that this print statement belongs to I. This print statement belongs to what? For loop. Now see, guys, how many values are printed for I value? 1 to 9 or not? 1 to 9 or not? Does the range contains what? 1 to 10 means what? 1 to 9, right? End would be n minus 1, right? This is end value. End value would be n minus 1, right? That's why x to y minus 1 is what? X to y minus 1. Here x value is 1, y value is what? 10. 10 minus 1 means what? 9. 1 to 9. So that's why we got the output 1 to 9. Clear, guys? For the first iteration, what is assigned to I? 1. With that 1 is printed. And the second time, 2 is assigned to I. That 2 is printed. Next 3 is assigned to I. 3 will be printed. Like that, range contains 1 to 9, right? All 9 values will be printed. All 9 values will be printed. For example, print statement, it writes the data to a new line always, right? No, I don't want it to write it to a new line. Okay. I want it to write to what? 1 minute. This is the one. And give a print statement. How to write it to a row wise, guys? End attribute value, right? End attribute value we have to pass. See, guys, now 0 to 9 we got it or not? See, 0 to 9 we got it. This is for I in range 1 comma 10, which means what? For from range is written with 2 arguments. 1 to end minus 1, 10. 10 minus 1, 9. 1 to 9. All these values are printed or not? Yes. This is how, guys. Fine, all of you. I want to add all these numbers, guys. I want to add all these numbers 1 to 9. Sum of 1 to 9. How to do that, guys? Tell me. First, initialize the sum with what? Let me write that program here, guys. Let me write that program here. Now for I in range 1 comma 10 I am giving. 1 comma 10 I am giving. Okay. I want to include 10, it should be 11. It should be 11. If you want to include 10 as well, it should be 11, guys. Okay. Now here, sum, I want to add all those numbers, right? Take one variable sum, guys. Okay. Every time add that variable to that sum. Sum is equals to sum plus I. Sum plus I. Now print sum. Print sum. Okay. So what this range function contains? 0 to 10 numbers, right? First, for the first iteration, 0 is assigned to, sorry, 1. Begin value is 1, right? 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 is assigned to I. Sum is 0, right? 0 plus 1, 1. Now sum is updated to 1. Now next iteration, What is assigned to I? 2 is assigned, right? Because the range function holds the integer values from where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the integer values that range function contains. For the first iteration, this 1 is assigned to I. With that I, this expression is evaluated, executed. Sum is 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Now sum is 1. And the second iteration, 2 is assigned to this I. And already sum became 1, right? 1 plus 2, 3. 3. Sum is 3 now. And next iteration, 3 is assigned to I. Like that, as long as the values are existed in this range function, this statement will be executed repeatedly. Sum of first 10 numbers is what? 55, right? Got it? 55, guys? Where is 55? See, add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10. N into n plus 1 by 2, right? 10 into 10 plus 1, 11, 11 by 2. 11 5 is a 55, like that. How to find out the first 10 natural numbers, guys? There is a formula, right? N into n plus 1 by 2. Is this clear, guys, all of you? This is how the for loop works.
Yes, G.
See, for example, I want to print 1 comma 11 comma 2, I'll say. Okay. Now what is the output? Can you please guess and tell me, guys? Can you please guess and tell me? 1 comma 11 comma 2, I said. Step difference is 2.
So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah, that's all alternate values, guys.
Yes.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Does it include 10? No.
No.
Yeah, that's all. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. How much? 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 21, 21, 22, 22 plus 3, 25. Got it, 25? That's all, guys. For example, if the step difference is 3, guys, 3. Now, what is the output, guys? Tell me. 1 plus 3, 4. 1, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 is included here. Yes, 10 is also included. 1 plus 3, 4 plus 7 plus 10. How much? 10. 22 or not? 1 plus 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. Sum of all these numbers would be the resultant. Guys, done? Clear? 10 is included, guys. That this one 1 to 11 means what? 10 till 10 till 10. 10 is also included. 22 is it not 22? 17 plus 5. Yes, 22. That's all, guys. Hope everyone understood, guys, this one now. For loop, how for loop works. What is range function, right? For example, okay, 100 to 1 comma minus 1, guys, minus 1. Now, what do you mean by minus 1? Step difference minus means what? Reverse order, guys. Okay, reverse. In reverse, end would be n plus 1. End would be n plus 1. Okay, let us say 0. 0 plus 1, 1. 100 to 1. It includes what? 100 to 1. 100 to 1. See, if you want to just to print those values, let's see all the values, what range function contains. Okay, see, guys, this one. 1 minute, sorry. We are printing some value, right? Sum is obviously 0, right? I you printed, guys. You just remove this one. Okay. See, 100 to 1 or not? if you want to print all of them to in a row wise, just give a space. See, 100 to 1 or not? 100, begin value is 100, but the step difference is minus 1. 100 minus 1, 99. Like that until it reaches to 1, until it reaches to 1. End would be n plus 1. In reverse order, in descending order, end would be n plus 1. In an ascending order, end would be n minus 1. But in descending order, end would be n plus 1. It means what? 0 plus 1, 1. Until it reaches to 1, it keep on decreases its value by 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Begin value is 100, right? But the step difference is minus 1 means what? It decreases its order. Okay, it decreases its value by 1, 1, 1. Till it reaches to what? 1, 1. Guys, clear this one? See, 100 to 1. Total, how many integer values this range function contains? 100 values, guys. For example, if it is minus 2, then 100 minus 2, 98. 98 minus 2, 96, like that. Okay, like that. See, 100, 98, 97, like that. Minus 2. Every time it decreases its value by 2, 2, 2, 2 until it reaches to 1. Until it reaches to 1. Clear, right, guys?
Yes, Ji.
Yeah. Now I want to print all prime numbers from 1 to 100, guys. All prime numbers from 1 to 100. Whatever the prime numbers that that we have from 1 to 100, I want to list out all of them. Now how to print? How to print?
You have to check the divisible.
See, for first for loop, outer for loop, there are two for loops are required here. Okay, or for loop, one for loop or another while loop. There are two loops are required for I in range. In order to include 1 to 100, range would be what? 1 comma 101. Am I correct? Am I correct, guys? End would be n minus 1, right? In ascending order, end would be n minus 1 or not? 101 minus 1. Default step difference in ascending order is 1, guys. 1, guys. Okay. Default step difference in ascending order is 1. So 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, like that. 1 to 100, it holds the integer values. Am I correct? Range 1 comma 101 means what? X, this is Y. It holds the integer values from X to Y minus 1, right? 100 minus 1. 1 to 100, it holds. It contains what? It holds the integer values from 1 to 100. N would be n minus 1, right? In forward direction. Now, I have to check every number, whether it is prime or not, okay? From that number, okay, denominator should begins with 1 until it reaches to what? This I value. Now, I'll say, let us say a flag value I'll take. Flag equal to true, guys, initially. Flag is true, I'll say. For J in range, say I'll verify, I should verify I value is a prime or not. Okay, I value is prime or not. Let us say I is 5. 5, in order to say that the 5 is prime or not, 5 by 1, 5 by 2, 5 by 3, this is the J is the denominator, I is numerator. Let us say 5 is prime or not. 5 by J, I by J equal to 0 or not. So J should begins from 1 and it go on increases its value by so J should begins with 0, right? 2, right? 2, right? 2, 2. 2 to 2 to I minus what? I minus 1. So apart from 1 and how to exclude 1 and itself? 1 and itself. I value should also be excluded. It means what? Directly you can say I, right? Directly you can say end would be n minus 1, right? Anyhow, end would be n minus 1, right? So it should also begins with 2. Generally prime numbers begins from 2, right? 2, right? Now here, if I modulo division j equal to 0, then immediately change the flag with what? Flag equal to false. False. Then let's verify if of flag. If of flag. Flag remains true means what? That is, you print that I value. Simple, guys. That's all. See, is it not all the prime numbers from 1 to 100, guys? All the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Just same logic. Just now we have written this logic, right? We just put that same logic inside the for loop. That's all. Inside the for loop. Because there we verified for only one value. But here we have to verify this prime logic for first 100 numbers. First 100 numbers. Why did I begins with 2 here? I'm excluding 1 and itself. Any number is divisible by 1 and itself. I don't want that. Okay, I have to verify apart from 1 and itself, it is whether it is being divisible by any other number or not. I am verifying. Okay, if it is divisible by any other number apart from 1 and itself, that is not a prime. For what values of flag became true? Okay, I have to display all of them because they are prime numbers. Because they are prime numbers. Why did I write this statement inside this for? For every new value of I, flag must be reinitialized with what? True. Like that, every range function holds how many integer values? 100 integer values. For every new I value, flag should be true. And that, let us say 3, I is 3. 3 is divisible by 2 or not, it is verified. Yes, if it is divisible by 2, flag would have become false. Because the 3 is not divisible by 2. 3 is not divisible by 1, it is not verified, guys. Whether 3 is divisible by 1 is not verified because it begins with 2, right? And 3 is also, whether it is divisible by 3 or not is also not verified, okay? Because we are excluding itself number, okay? We are excluding that 1 and itself. Apart from 1 and itself, if it is divisible by true, any other number, then flag would be false. So flag false means what? That is not a prime. I don't want non-prime numbers. I want only prime numbers. That's why if of flag, that value prime numbers are being displayed. Clear, guys? This one?
Okay, flag equal to true. Okay.
Yeah.
For J, matlab is a variable. We are declaring some
variable. Just see, in order to say that the 5 is divisible by 5 is prime or not, what we have to verify? 5 is divisible by 1, 2, 5 is divisible by 5. All these combinations we need to verify, right? If in the among all these possibilities, if it is divisible by 1 and itself only, okay, then we can say prime number. If it is divisible by 2 or 3 or 4, no, it is not a prime. That's what I am excluding 1 and itself. Apart from 1 and itself, I am verifying these numbers. If a number is divisible by either of these values apart from 1 and itself, the flag became false. Flag became false means what? That is not a prime number.
Don't say me. For J is a variable in range of 2, I. Okay. J is one, so we can mention the 2. I matlab I what you enter. That is right.
No, not that enter. This range value 1 to 100 values. For every number we have to verify, right? 1 is a prime or not, 2 is a prime or not, 3 is a prime or not, 4 is a prime or not, like that. Each time one value is assigned. So the first time 2 is assigned, and 2 is verified whether it is a prime or not. And next time 3 is assigned, 3 is verified.
2, I, okay, 101 you mean. If I model of J. So yeah. I model of J, for example, 2, model of J is nothing.
Yes. 2 is anyhow prime number, right?
Yeah.
2 is anyhow prime number. So this range would be 0 values. That's why flag would become true only.
True.
That's why 2 is printed.
Then, so every time the j will be 0.
J begins from 2 to right? 2 to right? 2. It begins from 2.
No,
J
I am
value.
asking the j.
Yeah, J value only. J begins with 2. Okay, 2 to I value, right? In order to say that 5 is a prime number, but denominator should begins from 2 to 5, right? 2 to 4, right? In order to verify 7 is a prime or not, J denominator should begins for 2 to, right? 2 to. See, denominator. J is also denominator, guys. Here, J is written for denominator. 2 to I is 7, right? It means for 2 to we have to verify 6. 2 to 6. We are excluding 1 and itself. 1 and 7 we are excluding. We are including only 2 to 6. Apart from 2 to 6, if it is divisible by any other number, so any of these numbers, the flag became false. Flag became false.
Okay.
Fine now?
Yes.
Is this fine for today, guys?
Sir, in this 4J, that means according to the thing which you told earlier, the I value should be J, the end I value will be -1 than the actual I value, right?
Which one? Which one?
The
Yeah, actual
4J,
-1. Yes, yes.
yeah, -1, right? Okay, that's how it, if the I value is 7, you will check from 2 to 6.
2 to 6, yes, correct. 2 to
Yeah,
6.
okay, okay.
Denominator, 2 to 6. I'm excluding 1 and
Okay, sir. Okay,
7.
I got your point.
Yeah.
7, yeah.
These are all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Guys, done? Yes, if you get stuck anywhere while writing the code, you can post it in the WhatsApp group, guys. I'll respond. See, indentation levels are very, very important. Why did I write this if along with for? Let it complete for the one value, okay? Let it finished for one value, and then we have to verify that flag one. See, 5 by 1 to 5 by 5 all must be 5 by 2 to 5 by 4 should be verified first. Then you check the flag value. That's what.
Give some example with the input, yeah, to check the prime number.
Was it input?
Yeah.
That single number. Here we have taken for multiple values, right? The single number we have written with for loop, right? Written with while loop, right? This is the single number. This is verified for single number. Yes.
Single number.
This is for single number, and this logic is repeated for how many times now? 100 times. 100, because this logic is kept under this for loop, right? This highlighted logic, this highlighted selected logic will be executed for 100 times here, because we kept this logic under this for loop, right? For loop, this range function holds from 2 to 100, 2 to 100, 100 values. This for 100 values, this logic will be executed. For what values of I, the flag becomes true, that value is a prime number. That's what we are printing. Wait, guys, everyone is silent today. Why? It's easy only. It's easy only. If you didn't get understood, just let me know. I'll explain. I'll repeat. It's no issues. Simple. J is written for denominator, and I is what? Keep on changing I value. Okay. And J value, when the I value is 5, J denominator should be 2 to 6, right? And 2 to 4, right? That's what, 2 to 4. When the I value is 10, J value should be what? 2 to 9. 2 to 9. Like that I wrote. Denominator. And the numerator is 10. Denominator should be what? 2 to 9, it should be verified, right? Because I'm excluding 1 and 10. 1 and 10. I value begins from what? 2 to, it go on increases its value by 1 and it reaches to 100. For every I value, I have to verify whether that I is prime or not. For that sake, denominator should begins with 2 and increases its value by 1 and until it reaches to I value. That's why I wrote like this. I'm excluding 1 and itself as well, because end would be n minus 1, right? See, not I will not be included till I minus 1 only it verifies. So apart from 1 and itself, it is divisible by any other number, flag became false. Flag became false means what? That is not a prime number. Done, guys? How many times this for loop will be executed, guys? Can you please tell me? How many times this for loop will be executed? This inner for loop will be executed. For every outer for loop, how many times this will be executed? For every outer for loop I value, I values are 2 to 100, right? 2 to 100. For the outer for loop I value 2, inner for loop is executed for how many times? 0 times. 0 times. Because 2 comma 2 means what? Null values, right? Null, nothing in this one. Nothing would be there in this one. See, range, list of range 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 means what? Nothing, right? See, empty. See, empty. That's what. See, for the 3 values, 0 times for 2. For I value 3, 2 comma 3 means what? 1 value, right? 1 value. 1. I value 4 means what? 4 means what? 2, 3. 2 times. 2 times inner for loop will be executed. Like that, 0 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus these many times inner for loop will be executed, guys. Fine. For the I value 2, 0 times it executes inner for loop. For I value 3, 1 time it executes. For I value 4, 2 times it executes, like that. And it goes on, right? And it move on. Like for 100, how many times it will be executed, guys? 98. Sorry, here 98. So these many times inner for loop will be executed, guys. These many times inner for loop will be executed. Okay. These many times inner for loop will be executed. And outer for loop will be executed for what? These many, and only 100 times. 2 to 100. And 2 to 100 means 99 times only. For every outer for loop I value, inner for loop is executed for I what? How many times? Almost I times. Okay. I minus 2 times. Okay. I value is 100 means what? This will be executed for 98 times, because 1 and itself number is we are excluding, right? 2 to 98 times. 2 to 98. 2 to 99. So that's why total 98 times this will be executed when the I value is 100. 1 we are excluding and 100 we are excluding. When we are excluding 1 and 100, how many times this will be executed? 98 times, right? Remaining. Guys, got my point? Clear, guys?
ISD here, practice.
Yeah, you just practice, guys. Thank you. Let's see you tomorrow. Guys, writing the logic is not that essential. Okay, I'll tell you how to simplify this logic as well. Okay, but we have a few concepts. Okay, once we know that concepts, it becomes easy for us to write the code. Don't worry, these are the initial classes. Okay, that's all, guys. Thank you. Let's see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.